Welcome to day 17. Today we're going to do mindful eating. Go ahead and get seated. Have whatever piece of food that you brought with you, have it with you. Set it where you can easily get to it, where you can easily see it. Let's start first with a couple calming breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do a quick scan of your body. Any place that you might be holding tension. And as we want to start to calm and center ourselves, it's important that we scan for tension, especially when we're going to be eating, because you want your digestion to go as smoothly as possible. When we're holding tension in our bodies, when we're holding stress in our bodies, it definitely affects our digestive system. So it's good to do a scan here as we sit quietly, sit still and calmly. And let's take a few breaths, and if we are holding any tension, let's release that area, let's release that tension, let's release that stress, release whatever negative thoughts you may be holding, and let's get ready to do some mindful eating. This is a great practice. This is one that I encourage you to do as often as you can remember to do it, at any time when you're eating. And so how do we do it? Well, let's begin. Take the piece of fruit, or take the vegetable, or even the glass of juice, whatever you may have, and put it in front of you. And with your eyes open, as you're sitting calmly, become very observant of what it looks like. So I obviously don't know what piece of food you have with you, but for the illustration, I'm going to use a raisin. So as I want to do mindful eating with this raisin, what I want to do is I want to look at it intently. I'm going to look at the depth of the color. I want to become very aware of all the unique things that I can observe about this raisin before I even eat it. I want to look at the color. I want to look at the texture. I want to observe visually everything I can about it. And you do the same with your food item. Just take a moment and look at it. And as you're looking at it, be grateful for it. It's going to bring nourishment to our bodies. Just be grateful in the moment for it. Now let's tactile sensory. Let's touch it. Let's pick it up. So whatever item you have, and I've got my raisin, and I'm now touching it, and I can feel how it's kind of hard, but it's kind of squishy at the same time. I recognize that it's obviously not real big, but it's not symmetrical in any way. The skin. Okay, now I want you to take that food and bring it up to your nose. And with our olfactory senses, let's smell this food. Or if it's a glass of juice, smell the juice. Or if it's whatever vegetable or fruit you have, smell and be aware of any elements in your olfactory senses that you pick up on. Really be curious. You have nothing else to do except this right now, which is be in the moment. Excellent. Okay. So now as we want to mindfully eat, I don't encourage you to eat the whole thing all in one bite. Let's take a small bite, and as you do, completely tune in to every bit of the action and process of you biting into this piece of food, how it hits your teeth, the feeling of it in your tongue and on your lips, any other sensory smells that come from biting into it, the way that your mouth feels with it inside of your mouth as you begin to slowly chew, the texture as you're chewing, the way your saliva glands kick in. And chew it completely, very thoroughly. Slowly eat and enjoy the moment and the experience of eating mindfully. And before you swallow, I encourage you to chew it up real good. Make sure that you got your saliva glands kicked in and you're really masticating that very well. You want it thoroughly worked over with the saliva because that's what actually brings a lot of enzymatic activity that goes on in your mouth while you're chewing your food. A lot of people don't recognize that, and people that chew fast and eat quick, you really lose a lot of enzymes and enzymatic value in the nutrition in that way. So mindful eating is a positive in that way as well. Now as we get ready to swallow the food, just experience everything about it. Go ahead. If you have more than the one bite, if it was bigger than a grape or a raisin, go ahead and take another bite and do the same process. Be as observing as you can of the entire experience of you eating in this moment. Excellent. And as you were mindfully eating, if you found yourself in distracted thought, the simple process is to just bring your focus right back to the senses and to the process of the eating that you're involved in that moment. Redirecting your attention and bringing it back to that place of focus. If you're still got some to eat, continue to eat slowly, bite after bite. If you're already done, then sit and now turn your attention to anything you may notice in your digestive tract, in your stomach, anything that you might be feeling. Just tune into that now. Any flavors that may be lingering in your mouth. Any urge that you may have. Maybe you got an urge now to eat more. Whatever it might be, observe it with curiosity. And then let it be. Mindful eating is a great skill. It's a great practice to take with you throughout the day. Every time you sit down to eat, if you can, I highly encourage that you make at least a portion of that time to truly tune in and eat mindfully. Be grateful for the experience. Be grateful for the food that you have. Chew it up very good, like I said. Masticate it as good as you can, because in doing so, that's what releases digestive enzymes. And it's very good for your body. It's very good for your digestive system. And it's very good for the ability for your body to uptake the nutrients from the food that you're eating. And as we get ready to wrap up this session, let's turn our attention to our breath for the last minute. Great job. Really, really proud of you and happy for you that you're continuing in this practice. I trust you're getting incredible benefit from it. And I'll see you tomorrow, day 18, Mindfulness Towards Successful Living.